Also, if you want to take the mask off while we're talking, I would appreciate it.
Anyway.
I didn't look up past incidents, but you got 4 points on your driver's license.
Pretty sure Australians just start with 4 points on a license.
They just start with it. Well, I mean, it looks like he's got quite a rap sheet here. I could rattle off a bunch of things it could be, but either way, you got 4 points right now, and you're getting 2 more. Woo!
Okay, but
Party
all of it
time.
guys being illegal, crossing lines without using his blinker.
Okay, you want, so part of the reason you're getting this ticket is because you keep bringing up everyone else who's breaking laws, which leads me to believe that you don't feel bad about doing it yourself. So you're getting a ticket today.
What?
It's gonna be negligent driving. It's one. I mean, I could drag you down for 1 month for this charge if you really want me to, you know, pull teeth.
No,
here.
please don't do that.
Okay.
It's just
Negligent driving. It's gonna be $375 and 2 points on your license, putting you at 4 points. You understand?
I thought you already had
like
4.
30 points. Yeah, I thought I already had 4.
Yeah, it's going up to 6 from 4.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The 4 are already there. I haven't clicked process
How long
yet,
do they
so.
take to get removed?
A month.
Oh fuck.
Fucking Bauer.
All right.
Hey, Fluff.
Take the
Fluff, can I
clipboard
buy your
here.
badge?
Sign it for me.
Can you buy my
Signed
badge? Is that
admission
what you
of guilt.
said?
Yep.
There we go.
All right, let's get you built up then real quick.
How much do you want for it?
This one probably 3.2. I'd get rid of it.
3.2 thousand?
No, 3.2 mil.
Oh god.
I have this one though. It's pretty cool.
All right, you're now at 6 points. You've been billed. Stop driving like a dickhead, Parker.
Okay.
It's more the other one I want. I needed to play
just-
Coppermon.
Pretend you're not Australian when you get into the driver's seat, or find a non-Australian friend to drive for you.
I have a box.
Hang on.
Oh.
There we go.
Sorry, what are you doing?
Non-Australian
yeah.
friend can drive.
Hey, is that Crack Sparrow? You've been promoted to driver.
Oh yeah. I'm
Wait,
actually
hey, Crack.
Here we go.
Hello.
Looking great.
No.
Hey, why does he have one of our boxes? Hey.
This is my box. I've had this box forever. No. I've had this box for like a year. This is my fucking
Oh,
box.
still our packages messed up.
No, this is my package. There's many like it.
What's inside?
My cock.
Now, Crack, I have an important question for
Okay,
you.
I'm not gonna look at that.
Do you have your driver's license on you? Hey, good man. All right, you guys are gonna be free to go.
Grade 23. There are several other vehicles here,
Nice.
including a Lambo and an R35.
That's awesome.
Yeah, black in color, vented all black in color R35. Massive wing on the back.
I need to get a chicken plushie. Actually, ooh.
I'm lock picking the vehicle at the moment.
We gotta. Ooh, sorry.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Dispatch 220 clear traffic back in service. Yeah. Can we U-turn real quick and go to the UU Cafe parking lot real quick?
Yeah.
I gotta try and buy something.
Gonna be red in color, white underglow.
You're gonna try to buy something in the UU Cafe parking lot? This
Left
never
up,
ends
left
well.
Go to the first gift shop on the right. Yeah.
Southbound Alta.
Over here.
Why
Why did you get out?
Because I'm complicated.
Still southbound Alta, left eastbound Integrity. Correction, still southbound. They're trying to juke in a very slow vehicle. Right, westbound San Andreas.
Is there a chicken?
Left, southbound
470
Peaceful.
route.
Copy, got the R35 behind. Left, eastbound Vespucci. It's keeping its distance. Right, southbound Alta. Southbound Alta, cross Adams Apple.
There's no chicken.
Oh, for some reason I can't see it very well.
Copy, you're eastbound Carson. Left, northbound Strawberry.
There's no chicken. Hold on.
Right, eastbound through Dollop Hills, coming out northbound.
Hey, Lucy, have you seen my cool statue? I think I showed it to you.
I don't think I have.
Oh, really? Come check out my cool statue. I got a new addition.
No, going through the parking lot over to It's Innocence Now going through VU, absolute
Check it out.
alleyway, Andy. Going
Statue,
back
where?
over towards
Pretty cool, this-
Innocence out of the
Oh.
VU VCB.
Take a look.
Neat.
Going westbound or southbound.
Take a peek at
Is
it.
that like a big cat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Southbound through
Can I take it?
Hills, gonna come out
No.
Carson and VCB.
No, but what if I grab it? I don't think I can grab it.
I haven't mounted to the table. Pretty cool though.
What does this engraving say on it?
I think they went eastbound Carson, but I got no visual.
Nothing.
Is there a little engraving on the bottom there? Is that what I?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Take a
I
look.
think my car needs repairs.
Pretty cool, right?
That was you.
What? I don't know what you're talking.
Motherfucker, I was stuck in the hallway there for like 10 hours.
You know what's funny?
What?
I went to bed during that holdout, like right before it popped off. Like I went to bed and I'm like, damn, casino robbery, that's crazy. And I
that
woke
wasn't
up-
even the only holdout.
No,
there
no,
were
no.
multiple times we were stuck in the
The-
fucking casino for like 3, 6, 10 hours.
The
Fucking-
like
I hated
the
it.
12 or 14 hour holdout
In a while, so they might have just left the area.
was
I saw one of the purple
excruciating.
headlights.
because I went to bed and I'm like, damn, a casino going 42. Good luck, pussies. I woke up the next day and I'm like, damn, everyone's at the casino. That's crazy. I got on duty and Espinosa was like, Flop, we need you. I'm like, why? He's like,
Well,
we
let's call that one
need
detail.
units. The holdout's been going on for, and he told me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Is this the same holdout I noped out on before I went to bed?
I tried.
He goes,
Sorry,
yeah.
I failed.
I'm like, ain't no fucking way I'm responding to that. He goes, we need you.
138,
Nice.
Four 70 Jenny.
Hey, chat.
Alright, I'm doing you a favor.
What are you doing?
We're going to the King's Car Wash.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of your car looking like shit after I drive it for 5 minutes.
Actually, wait a minute. Pull over. Let me cook. Actually, check the glove box. I'm gonna cook a lot. There you go.
Oh, okay.
You know, I cooked today. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about ketchup on eggs?
It's fine. Might as well just use sriracha though.
Ooh, sriracha's the play.
Oh, I might have to organize a plea deal with Harvey. Hold on.
Oh, fuck.
Kieran Harvey, not the other Harvey. Hi, Harvey. I mean, Kieran. Hello.
Is it a yoga day? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Flop right now. We can swing by. I'm good with whatever, honestly. It's your thing. If you want to plea deal it with Bert, whatever you want to do with this guy, and just get it done with.
What happened with him?
Human trafficking. Sorry, I'm telling Flop what the charge is. But yeah, human trafficking.
Oh, boy. So is it yoga
No,
day?
I'm telling
I don't
Flop,
know.
not you, Harvey. Okay, we're pulling into the motor pool now.
Ketchup on eggs. I do like ketchup on
Alright,
eggs.
fine.
It is a good time.
Yeah, probable serial killer guy who just disappeared after his second attack. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Did human trafficking the same night, and it's been on the docket ever since.
Jesus Christ.
So Kieran's had.
Oh god.
Did you just try to run over Flop?
Oh, I got scared.
Did you just try to run over your sergeant?
The lethal
I just
weapon.
got scared.
The lethal
got
weapon.
scared.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Scared.
Harvey, you're stressing me out. Oh my God. Eggs on ketchup. God, how dumb would that be? You just place like.
470-107 vehicle maintenance.
Where is he?
I think he's calling the lawyer now to see if they want to meet, I guess. So we didn't have to get out just yet, but
Oh.
yeah, I don't know where Kieran is.
Is the guy in custody or is he just waiting for the lawyer?
No.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's been on the docket. It's human trafficking, so it's you know, catch and release.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Just
catch
like
and release, catch and release human trafficking.
Why the fuck does that exist?
Just like weapons trafficking is also catch and release.
Yeah, weapons trafficking is one that like I low-key can like sort of understand, because at that point, weapons trafficking, you need to actually like be in custody of the proof that they did that, aka like the bench or something.
So the thing about this state is you can traffic whatever you want, and it's catch and release.
Okay, and I'm actually okay with it for most of that, but why the human trafficking? Why is that a
I know that's
why is
kind
that
of what
a
I
thing?
was thinking. Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with the catch and release and all the other ones, but why specifically the okay?
You know, I probably could have gotten Rue on human trafficking a while back.
How?
She human trafficked an old man.
Hey.
No, I don't want to fuck you.
God, it's so good to fucking see you.
What?
I'm glad you're on duty.
You saw me yesterday.
I know. It's just I'm just saying it's good to see you. I'm glad to see you around.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you too.
He just likes having a Harvey that's not constantly calling him.
I can if you want me to. Hold on.
I will find a legal reason to put a bullet in your head. Do not.
Okay. Okay.
Please, God. I have been the forefront of the phone call Andy the last like 3 days. I don't know what the fuck has happened. What has gotten into people? I am the guy, which is okay.
Why? What's going on?
What do you mean?
Like, why are people calling you?
Everything's a trash fire. And it's a trash fire that just keeps growing.
Yeah,
I think this has something to do with it. The S word. Yeah, I think people just really like, especially with all the sanguine stuff.
I forgot I got my new badge finally.
Oh, did you? Oh, nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good photo.
It's actually a really good photo. Here's mine. Ugh. There you go.
You look guilty of a crime.
I am guilty of a crime.
Yeah. And then there's me. I look great.
Bald. So I did mine in front of the shooting range.
It looks good.
It's actually not bad.
It's probably actually one of the better photos I've seen on a badge.
I make an effort with my photos. Stubbles actually just pulled it off of my main MDW profile because I keep that regularly.
That's a really good photo.
Updated. I go so far as to even put my current gun serial number in there. I actually probably need to update that because I think the guns in my cars have probably rusted to bits.
When Ross started pinching guns, I started recording them more.
Yeah, no, I've done that since I was a cadet with my service Glock, at least. For a while, I actually had all of my Glocks, all of my ARs. Every time I would put a new one in my car, I'd put it in the MDW.
Hey, chat, quick reminder, if you're new to the stream, have to be enjoying your stay, hit the follow button. I'd love to see you come back.
Actually. Civ guns, back, like, way back, but, you know, that's just par for the course. Get kidnapped for a robbery. Hey, you got a gun on you? That's mine now.
Yeah, standard.
I was a hostage for a robbery while I had an MP5, and they didn't even want to touch the MP5, so they left it on me the whole fucking time.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a couple moments where I probably would have been blameless if I pulled it out and shot them, because no one was pointing any guns at me. They were actually very nice, though, so I didn't really feel inclined.
What have I missed this shift so far? 27, S+.
I fell down a mountain 18 times trying to place a camera. And
are you falling off freeways, mountains, all that sort of stuff? That's nothing new to me. That's just a standard shift for you. Anything else?
Dispatch.
I got nothing.
I can
I've been on
feel
duty
you-
intermittently since COVID.
Yeah, fair. I can feel Flop just judging me while I got my head in this tablet.
Yeah, he's got
The
his gun out
silence.
now.
Oh, does he?
Put it away.
For that legal reason, hey?
No, there's no legal reason. I'm just inspecting my gun, making sure that the safety's on.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. Like, this case was so long ago, I gotta untick the recent.
Can you guys retweet my tweet?
Is it something dumb?
It's vague posting. He's vague posting. Or are you vague posting?
I'm gonna I gotta be careful what I say. Hello,
Okay.
Harvey Holden. How are you?
Yeah, I just got him lip from a deputy off duty because he is allowing his significant other to just openly commit a crime in front of me.
What happened?
It's also it's like one of those not big deals, but kind of big deal.
Reset.
Okay.
Say it again.
Okay, I just got lip from a deputy off duty because he let his girlfriend just wear his BCSO cowboy hat.
What about it?
Yeah, we talked about this at meetings before. That you're not to give out your hats to people, with the exception of the baseball cap for significant others.
Bravo, unless again it's a C class.
Just wanted your advisement.
Okay.
'Cause it was one thing to let it happen. I told him that she shouldn't be wearing that, and I told him why. And he said,
Who was it?
"Who gives?" Wayne Thunder. He said, "Who gives a fuck? We just fought in a war we shouldn't have been doing in the first place." And she was only wearing it during sex, and they drove off.
Why am I hearing about this?
You're a sergeant.
And you're a corporal.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can. Like, I already tried to talk to him. He was not receptive to the feedback, and then drove off in a huff and puff. But he's also off duty.
Okay.
I'm seeking your advisement as what I would do if he was on duty would be to talk to him, and if he's not receptive, then to give him the strike points, but he is off duty.
We don't have it written in the SOPs anywhere, unfortunately. If it's saying that it's okay to wear certain things off duty for significant others, we need clarification. I understand what you're saying. We need something literally written.
Okay. The thing is right.
438, be advised, when I was driving
Harvey, you're calling me about a fucking hat right now.
There was a guy on a motorcycle.
I know. What I'm asking you is, I'm trying to look. Forget about the example scenario. What I'm asking is, if somebody does something off duty, do I still handle it as if he was on duty, or off duty? You know,
you
the
are
lawless land.
off duty still in the capacity of an officer. You still represent the police department off duty as you do on duty, right?
Yes.
So if somebody, for example, if I tell you to not have contact with somebody while you're on duty, and then you go off duty to talk to them and go behind my back, I'm suspending you, right? You're still going in the capacity as an officer to do something. In the same capacity as someone's off duty, if they are doing something, granted, there's certain things off duty that whatever people do. But hey, like if you maybe, if you have your firearm while you're off duty, you shouldn't. You can get suspended for that, right? You still have to hold yourself accountable. You can't. When I'm off duty, I'm not robbing a bank. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the hat thing I'm not too worried about. It's the fact that when I just said, "Hey, you shouldn't be wearing that," he gave me extreme lip and then started talking about the war. Was he in the war at all?
Harvey, I have no fucking idea.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, my point is I don't know how to proceed from there, but I'll take your feedback into account.
Just remember that people still, you know, hold themselves to the standard of the PD off duty as they do on duty. In other words, if I'm off duty and crime happens, I still have an obligation to report it. You know what I'm saying? I trust that you'll be able to handle it. I trust that you'll be able to be mindful about how you operate it.
I'm more than likely not going to do anything about it, considering if that's his response to being asked not to do that, I don't want to know what his response to being striked is.
Harvey, you handle this. You're going to be okay. This is over a hat, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
I'm probably not going to do anything.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
I just had a 5-minute phone call about someone wearing a hat off duty.
Judges and all that hoo-ha.
She really hasn't taken this case, considering it's a shift 3 case anyway. But if she's willing to actually wake up in shift 3 for it to match my schedule, that's fine, whatever. But you know, it's been an issue for a while, judges taking shift 3 cases and trying to schedule them in shift 1.
I feel bad for Harvey. How so? Harvey's good people.
Yeah, well, the first time it was scheduled,
it's letting Harvey.
Too.
Listen,
it was ridiculous.
All jokes aside about Harvey, literally all jokes about Harvey. He's a great cop.
So like,
and
I think part of the
he's a great role player.
That they see that
in
one
character,
person in the prosecution
Flop
has
is very much in the mindset of the yes, Harvey. Yes, Harvey. Yes, Harvey.
Court availability is only.
There's a level of understanding. Here's the thing. He's acknowledging that he's looking for guidance. Flop's gonna give him the guidance, but at the same time,
they're taking
do not
advantage
call
of that when
unless you're recommending strike points.
Have open availability.
Essentially.
No, it's just putting my foot down.
You are in the capacity to be able to handle this yourself. It's a fucking hat. I don't deal with shit like that, is pretty much what Flop is saying.
I said, sorry, let me call you in a little while. Oh my god, okay.
Okay, well, do you want me there to help negotiate, or do you feel confident you can handle it?
I would like you there, but if you don't want to be there, I can handle it.
How about we go back out on patrol, you let me know when he's good, and then if we're not attached to anything, which honestly there's nothing going on, we'll swing back by, okay?
Yep, sounds good.
Alright. See, Flop's getting antsy. He's doing this weird little dance thing.
No, I'm sorry. I just had a 5-minute...
Why is that Maddie Bancroft? Sergeant Maddie Bancroft? She's way too cool to hang out with me.
Because I just had a 5-minute phone call regarding an off-duty officer wearing a fucking PD-issued hat. And I had to explain that a corporal can handle that, not me.
Ah, the old chain of command trick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Harvey's favorite thing. Wait, he is a corporal. Why isn't he just dealing with it?
Anyway.
Does he not know he can do that? That's cute.
No, Harvey's good. He's asking for guidance. I actually respect him for calling and asking. But I told him that he's able to handle things.
He said 15, 20 minutes. So, yeah.
Nice. In this city, 15 to 20, you expect to call in like an hour or never.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Chat. You want to go try to pull over Sebastian Birch for speeding since he's obviously around?
All right, don't kill me, but who?
Sebastian Birch, the lawyer.
Oh.
The one of the only lawyers who's actually fun to talk to.
Oh, hey.
Sure.
Hello.
Hey, Kylie.
I know what his car looks like. We can maybe find him.
I appreciate you.
I assume he's busy, like, because he was also advertising photos, so...
Okay.
Is Harvey calling you?
No, Flop, but we got beef.
What did I do now?
Remington, I'll call you back. You remember the 60 pillows of meth that we found on Seaside?
Uh-huh.
And it was never prosecuted?
I left the MCU. Was that not taken care of?
No.
Who's bringing it up?
Espino's mentioned it because it was past 60.
Is he on duty?
No, he's not around today, I don't think.
I left MCU. I didn't realize that was still my responsibility.
No, I didn't think it was. I'm trying to...
No
it was
one
handed off to 20 different people, so I'm trying to figure out who was the last person to touch it.
I don't know. I told Brian that I was going to leave the MCU stuff to him, and then I just needed to kind of focus on other things with Sergeant, so I was unaware.
Yeah, because... Yeah, and then I think Kovacic was also on it at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. I originally had taken it to lead it, and then I left MCU after, and I told Brian that I was kind of like taking a step back. And I thought that that was going to get delegated, and then the worst stuff happened, and I think things got pushed.
Yeah, it's
No one informed me about anything. I thought it was set with Brian. I guess not.
I guess not, because, I don't know. Well, it's not your fault, because obviously it was, passed off. It's not your duty anymore. If MCU
I don't even know if it was passed
off.
I just told Brian I needed to take a step back for MCU and that I was gonna, I'll help with subpoenas and stuff and staying in the loop, but I didn't realize I was leading any cases. I thought leaving MCU, that would have been delegated to someone else. I mean, to be honest, that whole thing was a shit show to begin with, but...
Yeah, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, it's like, well, fuck, but then you mentioned Brian, and I'm kind of not surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. I originally was working on it with Churro and Remington, and then I left MCU, and I thought someone else was gonna take it. And I guess...
Well, you'd think they would delegate it to someone else, right? As it's technically an MCU thing, if you think about it.
Somehow, for whatever reason, I just have this weird fucking feeling this is, for whatever reason, gonna backfire on me.
I hope not.
I just have this weird fucking feeling that that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because someone's gonna try and shift blame. They're gonna say who was actually leading it before. And I'm gonna be the last name that's gonna come up. And then I'm gonna have to explain that I left MCU. And then it's gonna be, well, you were leading it. Why did you think leaving MCU was going to do, or gonna, shift the leadership part? And then it's gonna be I don't know, because I told Brian that I was gonna leave it behind me. And then it's gonna be a miscommunication because I was last to touch it. It's gonna fucking hit me. So I know exactly how this is gonna go. I'm gonna say it now.
It's gonna be really shit because that's not your fault.
No shit, but like someone's gonna have to take the fall, and I have a feeling it's gonna be me for some reason. So,
fuck. Someone in MCU should have handled it anyway. Like, it shouldn't have fallen on you to be the last person. Like, you left. Brian knew you left.
I don't even know who to
You
ask about
the
this.
cases you were on. I don't know either. Because I spoke to Churro, and you and Kovacic were last on the lead. So technically, Kovacic should have taken it over. So technically, it would fall on him if you think about it.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I got too many other things to worry about, but Espino's mentioned it the other day, and I was like, well, fuck. Oh, shit.
I don't even know who to ask. I mean, I might talk to Lucy. Lucy kind of helped out with some of that stuff to begin with, too. But then the worst shit happened, and it just... Yeah, honestly, I was under the impression that that was being taken care of by someone else. Seeing as I was in MCU, I didn't feel like it was my obligation to take the MCU case while not in MCU anymore.
No.
It was not clear to me to finish any of my current cases. How about that?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, it's an MCU case. Why would you touch it after you leave? It doesn't make sense, you know?
Somehow this is gonna fall back on me. I just know it. Honestly,
I really fucking hope. I don't think it would though, because it's an MCU fuck up. It's not you. I don't know. Fuck. Fuck the S++. But you know, it's kind of like it was just left. And if they didn't want it to be an MCU case, they needed to make it clear, and they needed at least someone to be delegated on it. Because it was 50 bags of fucking.
Yeah. Hey Lucy, actually, this involves you.
Oh hi, it's really cool, Sergeant Maddie Bancroft.
Hey.
Super cool, way too cool for me.
Hey Lucy, do you remember
I like
this?
your guns.
Do you remember the seaside and the pillows of meth?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's
Did
past
you ever do anything with that?
No, because I left MCU. I didn't realize.
You said you were still gonna.
No. I told Brian because I had a conversation with him after, and I'm like, listen, I'm stepping away from MCU. And
You told me that you were still gonna deal with it.
Okay, so I don't
Well,
remember.
it's too late now. Fuck it. Who cares?
Well, people care. So what did you pass along when I talked to you then? Because I don't remember what I said to you. I didn't think I thought I said
To Brian or what?
Yeah.
So I got sick, and I told Brian about your resignation at the same time that I resigned. I waited for him to come back.
Okay. Well,
I was gonna do it in person, but I got extremely sick with COVID, so I did it over email.
No, you're fine. The reality.
But he knew you resigned. But when you talked to me afterwards, I asked specifically about this, and you did tell me you were still gonna deal with him.
I don't really recall, to be honest, but I did talk to Brian after we spoke, and I told him flat out, like, hey, you know, I'm stepping away from all of it right now, and he acknowledged it. So I thought it was redelegated. Shit, maybe this will fall back on me. Fuck. I don't know. I
don't think so. I think it's just it had been kind of handled to so many people. It kind of just got lost.
Yeah, but
I don't fucking.
I need Espinosa to
Well,
call
and
me.
the evidence was fucked because Nova didn't do her job. So
Yeah. Yeah. I
But last I knew, like last I heard on this case, you guys had gone through everything up on the roof. You, Kovacic, and
Not for nothing. I don't even understand why it wasn't submitted, because I'm pretty sure everything was done.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably try to blame me for it, but I've
already
passed that off to you, and then I
already
quit MCU as well.
Yeah, I told Brian that I stepped away from everything, and that I was only able to offer the capacity of what I was willing to and able to in MCU at the time.
Yeah. Was focused on the other thing that we were working on, and then
well, it also doesn't help that the
sick
war
for
2.5
weeks with COVID. And then since then, I just haven't been around much.
To be honest with you, the way that I see this right now is that either everyone's taking the fall for this or no one's taking the fall for this. And we're chalking this up to an MCU
just
fuck
a
up.
fucking drug trafficking. I don't care. They happen all the time.
Apparently, Espinosa brought it up as a concern. So I'm just trying to figure out now.
Yeah, like if it was just
That was the one that was like the one too many things to deal with when Nova left, and I very specifically asked for help and had other people working on it. So I'm not taking any fucking blame. It shouldn't have been mine to deal with in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out who's the last person to fucking touch it.
I don't even remember when I looked at it last.
I don't know what to do because there's not much you can do. You know what I mean?
No, it's too late. If it's out of statute, it's too late.
Yeah. I think Espinosa's concerns is it kind of just sat there. And it was like 50 pillows a month.
No, I get that. It's just I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly thought MCU was gonna kind of run with it after I spoke with Brian. Lucy, I know we talked, and I don't recall honestly what we talked about. I believe you. I 100% believe that I mentioned that. But when I talked to Brian after, I told him flat out, I'm like, listen, here's the reality. I haven't been able to dedicate 5 minutes to a fucking case recently. And ever since getting promoted, it's turned into one thing after another. And he was very well made aware that I just couldn't delegate my time. So
specifically what I told Brian on the 5th of last month. Yeah, 5th of last month was, I'm just going to skip to the part about you. It's also my responsibility to inform you that Flop has resigned to focus on his recent promotion to Ranger Sergeant. He is more likely to be interested in helping out down the line than I am, so I would suggest offering him Strike Force or whatever you're calling it. That is what I told him about your resignation. I said that I would forward your letter. I don't think I ever got around to that, but again, I
sent it to him.
I was so sick. I was a very bad weekend following this. Like, that was the day I was going to talk to him in person, but I tried to be on duty and I got really, really dizzy and nauseous, and I had to go lay down. And then
I don't know. It
was
like
like that for the next week.
Clusterfuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Espino's gonna be coming around?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know if he's gonna be around today. He's kind of sporadic. So
there's another one that I'm pretty sure probably just got not dealt with either. It was another Nova leftover thing that the original officer on was Angel. So I talked to Suarez, who was also on it, and I said, you're going to have to talk to Angel and have her actually finish this. It was the one where we raided Marty Banks, and we finished the raid in Shift 3.
Yeah, but since Flop has some...
like, okay, my only involvement in this case was that I finished the raid. We did the last part of the raid in Shift 3. I have nothing else to do with this case, but it was thrown on my plate because I was MCU supervisor and Nova quit. Yeah. So I told Suarez that, hey, you're going to have to go talk to Angel, and the two of you are going to have to deal with this one because I have none of the context. I was not there on any of these scenes. Yeah. No one wants to actually do those things, so they leave it for Nova or whoever else is in that position.
I'm going to be honest, and granted, this is not an excuse for the failure to accomplish it. I'm not defending anyone because, honestly, I didn't realize that just never got delegated. There were like 2 big cases that Nova had going on that unfortunately were dumped on people, and
yeah,
a lot of us had no fucking idea what was going on with those cases. Not defending the fact that didn't get submitted, but I genuinely, from the beginning of that whole thing, was dealing with a shit show.
Yeah, like
honestly, I don't really care what happens with this. Brian will probably get mad at me and blame me for it. Kovacek could have easily put that stuff in.
I don't think Brian even fucking cares,
well.
Honestly. Like,
no, I don't think he does. He just never cared about results.
No, it was more
and
just.
That's not a dig. Like, that's actually a positive about Brian. I agree with the not caring about results to an extent.
It just comes down that they were people that got away with a ton of myths. I think is the only thing that people or Espinosa was trying to, you know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair,
I think it was just
the math is in our custody. To be fair, I mean, I'm not saying that that's like an upside,
a ton
but
of street value.
Yeah, street value wise, still okay. It doesn't resolve the fact that this didn't get processed. This sounds honest to God like an MCU related issue. The fact that I stepped back, I don't know. Technically, I don't even know if I'm technically on the Strike Force. I just asked for the permissions for Strike Force so that I still had access to documents for MCU to help out.
Command should have that regardless of being Strike Force or whatever fucking Brian is calling it or not.
What's Strike Force?
It's I don't even fucking know. I have no idea.
Brian's special designated snowflakes who get to look at all of the precious MCU files, which is you don't care. I promise you.
I will never be under Brian's banner.
The idea is that. And the idea is solid in that, like, you should have easy access to all that stuff as command, you know, even if regular deputies and seniors or whatever can't look at it. But the execution is not great. I don't know. I could give a lot of criticism. I've already done that through the proper channels to Stubble, and I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, go ahead.
It does seem like an MCU fallout of it not being delegated to someone else, even though it was vocalized that you wouldn't really be touching it.
I was very clear to everyone involved. I assembled a team of people to help me deal with it. It was Flop, Kovacek, Churro, somebody else. Kovacic was also a supervisor. He could have done whatever he wanted with that as well, especially when he knew that I had resigned. But I also don't. I also don't think. I don't think Brian actually told any of the other supervisors about my resignation. So that happened on the 5th. And then like 2 weeks later, I finally talked to Kovacic, and I think that's the first he had heard of my resignation. I think Brian just like vaguely told people he demoted me or something instead of telling them the truth. Yeah. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was out of like an idea that he could convince me to stay with a lower rank and less responsibility, or if like he just really didn't read my resignation.
Here's the breakdown. We spoke, Lucy. If I said that, I said that. I really don't remember. But after our conversation is when I laid it all out for Brian. And what I told him was that I didn't have the time for the responsibility, and that cases that deserve hours of research should not only be getting 5 minutes, and I can only dedicate 5 minutes right now to a case. So I told him I was stepping back, and all he asked me was to hover and to kind of just fill in a gap for what was shift 3.
That sounds like vague tech startup talk that Brian communicates in.
Yeah,
that is one of the. So not to shit on him too much, because I feel like everyone is doing that a lot, and I don't. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the point I'm making though is that when when I was told like, hey, that's fine, you don't need to wear the vest, but if you can just hover to kind of like take care of things.
Yeah.
Under that impression, I'm thinking, okay, subpoenas, questions, answers regarding cases. I honestly, when I told Brian that I was like, I'm stepping back, that was also like sort of my my formal notice to say like, hey, I haven't been able to dedicate time to cases, and it is unfair that I haven't been able to, which was my nice way of saying that I can't take this. So
yeah,
I thought that was clear when I said the reason I'm stepping back is to focus on stuff regarding Sergeant.
Well, this was also in the period of time where Brian.
Let's walk over into the shooting range.
Yeah.
This was also in the period of time where I don't think Brian even really knew exactly what he wanted MCU to be doing. So it was still establishing what a major crime was. And there was constant talk about how we had too many case files open. And I agreed with that. But Brian's concept of a major crime doesn't translate into shift 3. And what I was trying to do was focus on building something sustainable for shift 3 and the people I chose to be detectives in shift 3. I don't want to blame you specifically, because if you did tell Brian that, like, yeah, he should have probably talked to Kovacic, because Kovacic had eyes on this as well. You and Kovacic both at different points in time when I asked you guys to help me with this told me, yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll take over it. So I just expected it was done and dealt with, and I wasn't gonna have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
When you told me you were gonna leave MCU, when I also told you I was probably gonna leave MCU when we were on the roof together.
Yeah.
I did specifically. I don't think I mentioned the case by name, but I alluded to it specifically, saying like, and the things that you were already working on. And you said I'll finish those.
Yeah,
so I expected that. You would.
But you also didn't pass that part off to Brian. So when I talked to Brian, I feel like the communication there should have been that the last that he knew, I wasn't taking care of it. So.
It got complicated by me waiting for Brian to be back from his vacation and then getting sick as soon as he got back. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just think that MCU is in early growing pains, and with everything going on, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Brian's gonna care too much about the DT part, but
no,
I think
I think they have bigger things to worry about. Like Maddie was talking earlier, and if started the night talking about it a little bit.
Yeah,
they have much bigger things to worry about. Brian, I think there should be some severe repercussions for what allegedly Brian did on the island.
Yeah, I.
Can you start a gag war with
I
some
don't
beetle?
know. This definitely doesn't seem like you
I
guys
will
issue.
never
This is
follow him
MCU
again
and
after hearing that.
Yeah, I mean, whoever it gets brought to, if you can ask Espinosa who he's bringing it to, I don't mind talking with someone about it and just explaining. I even have my letter of resignation too that I'll bring forward to kind of show that in the fucking letter it states that, you know, pretty much I haven't had time for cases. So I'll try and clear my name, but I don't mind at least explaining it.
yeah,
If I deal with repercussions, I deal with repercussions. As long as I get my point across that, hey, this wasn't a me problem. This was not to call it an everyone problem, but like this sounds like this was just a growing pain problem. So
yeah. I mean, as I said, we got like there were so many other things we can worry about right now. It was just one of those things that Espinosa kind of slid up to me, and I was like, okay, I'll take a look into it. I don't think it's just an early growing thing. The positives, we have the meth. They lost probably over $1 million in profit. It's sad that they didn't get prosecuted, but it's one of those things I think just fell through the cracks. Everything was overloaded. Shit was.
Everyone
going
expects everyone
in the
else to do the court shit and the docket shit.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of actual work, and I was too swamped at the time to take another fucking thing when Nova quit all of a sudden. So
that's the other thing, right? By the time you guys got to it, it was already a fucking mess. And I don't think it's where you guys had to pick up the pieces. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of get a follow up and see what was going on.
no, you're fine. Yeah. I'm gonna go read my my leave letter again just to make sure that I was clear about this. But I don't mind trying to talk to somebody if that's the case. Unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna have to deal with shit, because I'm gonna be the first one to bring it up to say, hey, listen, yeah, I was one of the last people to touch this, but here's what I passed along. And unfortunately, since I'm gonna be the loudest person in the room, for lack of a better term, I'm probably gonna be the one to take the fall. But that's
not fair, though.
It's not fair, but let's be honest. This is the way the PD runs. I'm probably going to take some kind of a fall for it. I'm going to propose whoever wants to see it, my fucking leave letter that I gave to Brian on, hold on. The 7th of last month. So, and Lucy, I gave you my letter before that.
Yeah. Like I said, I held off till Brian was back. I don't think there was much point in forwarding it to him while he's still on vacation.
It's fine, because I had a full conversation with him on the roof with Kovacic right there.
I kind of felt like you probably would anyway when I told him about your resignation and my resignation letter. I was like, you know what? I need to lay in bed right now and not look at anything.
Nah, you're fine.
Especially
Yeah,
bright
it's not worth
lights.
it. You know, I appreciate you guys having the chat.
Yeah, of course.
I know it's like a long time thing. It was more just getting clarity on what kind of happened, and by the seams of it, it was just a huge fuckery.
I'm gonna be honest.
Everything was a mess.
Yeah,
Well, there was issues with evidence for one of them specifically.
Yeah.
The whole thing was an issue.
Possessions were never put in.
Madison, you can keep my name out of others, but if you can find out where Espinosa is bringing it up to, if it does get brought up, let me know, because I'm not going to go to Espinosa and explain. I'm just going to go to whoever he brings it to and explain it. There's no reason to explain myself twice, so.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I think, honestly, it seems like it was just kind of left in MCU, and they didn't look over it again, which they technically should have, but they didn't. So now it's like, well, you know, I don't think you guys are at fault, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Honestly,
I don't care about another drug trafficking, to be honest.
I don't either. We gather good information from that, but
they make so much fucking money from drug trafficking that, like, there is no point of effort on our hand or on our side of things where it's actually worth to see it to the end, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they lost
like
what,
you
like
put
50
in
bags of cured meth, so.
You put in 10 times the amount of work that they do to make the meth in the first place, and you get them a slap on the wrist that they recover from in a weekend.
Yeah, it's
rough. With all due respect, it's DT. We deal with DT all the time. I respect the fact that Brian's got bigger things going on too, as is right now. I don't think that this was actually a concern within the last month. And I know with how long Sanguine's been going on, based on timeline, this all happened in the middle of all this. I don't think this was actually a main priority concern, and I don't think it was delegated properly, which is fine. Comms is a thing. We'll deal with it from here, and we'll just whatever happens.
Around the time I left is when they started their laser focus on like just the 3 or 4 big things that Brian cares about. Like, that's kind of how it operates now.
That's
again, I didn't think it was sustainable for shift 3. I was not confident in the unit. I was not willing to continue being the supervisor, not feeling like I was confident in the unit.
I don't blame you.
Street crimes makes a lot more sense for shift 3 than major crimes.
We don't have a lot of major crimes going on in shift 3. Let's be honest. We have, I mean, we do and we don't. They're not like on.
It's different. It's
terrorism scale.
Yeah.
The people that Brian is focusing on
I'm gonna step away real
very
quick,
much the.
Keep me posted.
You're fine.
The shift 2.
So yeah. So honestly, I fucking love Matty. He's such a great role player. The fuck up here with this is that when I had a conversation with Lucy, there was like a brief like, hey, as far as I remember, there was a brief like, hey, I'll finish this out and like see through. And then very shortly after, I got fucking swamped. And when I saw Brian, I was like, hey, and you guys saw the conversation with Brian where, you know, pretty much Flop was like, I just don't have time for this shit, unfortunately, and it's unfair to the people to kind of go from there. So now we're dealing with this, but I had to pull up the leave letter just to confirm that real quick, because this is a fucking shit show. Pretty much, as for my position in the unit, I shortly after was promoted to the rank of sergeant, which has been my main priority of focus, as the positions give me a larger responsibility. I hate to inform that I have had extremely minimal time to dedicate to cases that are deserving of more priority. I feel in good faith being unable to give the cases the careful, meticulous dedication it deserves is boiling down to my reasons to step away. I mean, I don't know if there's really much else that really needs to get brought up. Go make some more breakfast. You know, Mantis, my fucking breakfast this morning was great. And I hope you know that as soon as the cameras were done rolling, I ate fucking pancakes and enjoyed it. Mantis, come back to the PD. We're falling apart. As soon as you left, Statue came in and fucking ate up 50 pillows of meth. Yeah, I think Flop isn't clear with this because the letter literally states, you know, I hate to inform that I had extremely little time to dedicate to cases that are deserving of more priority. I mean, it's pretty clear put in here that, like, I made clear that I have not been able to dedicate the time to the cases, so to please, essentially, the nice way of saying, please make sure that someone else gets that information. So, what's up, Mantis, you bozo? I don't know what else we really have going on right now. Don't believe Espinosa's around. Honestly, this just sounds like it was they don't know what they have till it's gone. Listen, we know what we had, okay? Cornwood needs to come back. Ah, yes, that's the resolution to everything. Why? I'm so silly. It wasn't the fact that Toretti left. It was the fact that Cornwood left. Yeah, I don't see Flop actually getting flack for this. The issue is that in typical PD fashion, someone has to take blame, and it's most likely just gonna fall on Flop because it just everything falls. You know what I mean? But this sounds like this was just not delegated in proper fashion to MCU, and it sounds like MCU just didn't really handle it. Which honestly, as much as like I want to say that was Flop's fault, I wanted to confirm in the leave note that, like, hey, what I am saying is I am leaving and I don't have time. So Bob Smith needs to come back from China. He will fix everything. God. Name I haven't heard in a while. Trying to think if there's anything else that needs to actually get brought up. I'm just thinking about it. I think we're good. I think Flop's fine. I just, in typical PD fashion, Flop will probably take flag for this, which, whatever. There's only so much we could really do, right? I'm shocked Espino's remembered that.
Oh, there's. I'm jumping in with you and Lucy because I don't want to do surgeonship for half an hour.
Okay. A lot more time for Pepe now. I tried fucking calling Pepe. You always 311 and then you F8 quit. I can't fucking get an ounce to call Pepe.
All right, bye-bye.
Guess who's calling Maddie right now, Flop?
Who is it?
Guess. You have to guess.
I don't know.
It's her.
No, it's not Harvey, actually.
Wait, we have to find Lucas, actually. Hold on. Where's Lucas Lavender?
There you, Lucas.
No, that's Remington.
What? Off of Orchardville?
Go to,
Could be in any
Ellis
of these
Freeway.
buildings here somewhere.
Hello.
Hi, we gotta go find Lucas.
Waited for hours? I called! Oh, motherfucker! I called.
Have fun.
You know what Flop's gonna do? Flop's just gonna take this to Tessa, the meth thing.
I should probably put my armory in your lockbox, huh?
It's him.
Lucas!
I think he's on the S++.
Oh, fuck. Is that what they're chasing?
Maybe.
Oh, guys,
I just
I
turned
don't
my
have
radio
radio.
back up. You don't have a radio? Like,
I
at
don't
all?
have a radio.
Hello?
Hey, Lucas, are you on a call?
Gage,
Like
you wanna go to the
barely.
back of the ship? I'll get,
Barely? Is that what you
Why?
said?
Bring it out to
Yeah, what's up?
Come to MRPD. I have a gift for you.
Have a...
Yeah.
I'll be on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, got no sign of them at all.
What's Flop gonna take flag for? I'm not saying he's gonna take flag. I'm just expecting him to take flag. I have a gift for Lucas.
Okay.
Check the glove box.
Where did you get that?
Red Desert Avenue. There's a new store.
Sorry, I misheard. Are we good to call this ETA?
I love new stores.
You can if you want. I'll code 6 for a little bit down here and hang away. See?
Copy that. I
Karate
apologize
diaper
for
brand
no
at the
help. I
prison.
didn't realize a minute since I got on to do my car was broken.
970 has it here. It's just parked on hang away. It's reversing.
Where's Lucas?
U-turning. It's being right.
Hello?
Are you on the way or are you on a call? I'm so confused.
I'm in a call. I'm in a call.
What do you mean?
I thought they would find shit. They fucking found shit.
God damn it. Okay, fine. Just call me when you're done.
A big tight pussy and a grip. Me and VOT is the click.
What?
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. You on the phone with me still? I was singing.
I'm hanging up.
It is
Oh.
westbound on Elysian Fields Freeway. Sending it westbound Elysian Fields Freeway. It wants to do something, but it's still sending it westbound.
Yeah, I think Flop's just gonna bring this to Tessa and just explain his side. Just be like, hey, listen.
Straight line me until it VCPs me.
He's on radio right now.
He's on a call, so he's.
Oh.
It jumped off onto.
He originally wasn't on a call. Now he's on a call. Now I don't fucking know.
Northbound Popular. It's transitioning to occupation. It's gonna go southbound Elgin here. Overtake me when you can. Southbound Elgin, VCB.
I
Look
need
at
a
this beautiful
I need a
three-step.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't think Twitch
Like
is
the
the
old
place for
days,
that. Sorry,
Maddie.
boss.
We used to ride with people.
It's out. Individuals on